Hey, what's up guys? It's Ari with Fisher Motor Group. Hey, I'm actually in a 2017 BMW 340i. This is the B58 engine. It's their new modular series of engines. It has a single turbocharger with a twin scroll exhaust housing. So it's incredibly peppy. I mean, it picks up real quick. It's got a little bit of lag. So that's the one gripe that I have with this car, is that you go to take off from a stoplight and it's kind of like a little hesitation, a little bit of turbo lag. It's almost like the throttle's all or nothing. It's either 0% or 150%. I will say it's only rated at 335 horsepower. I do not believe it. I think it has more than that, to be honest with you. It might be 335 or 333 at the wheel, because this thing is extremely fast. It has a ton of torque. It puts you back in the seat. Damn! Jeez, this thing moves. Look at that. I'm at 40-something miles a gallon, just cruising at 60 miles an hour. I mean, that's crazy. I was just hauling some major mail. I'm getting now, just chilling, going 60. I'm getting 43 miles a gallon. What? My average mile per gallon just daily driving is 26. That's crazy still. 26 miles per gallon out of a car that goes 0 to 60 in 4.5 seconds. That is such incredible performance out of a regular 3 Series. Sure, top of the line 3 Series, short of the M3, but still, nonetheless, a 340i going 0 to 60 in 4.5 seconds. That is phenomenal. I forgot to mention, they have these really cool gauges that tell you your actual horsepower and your torque, which is really cool. Kind of a gimmicky thing, but it's definitely cool to look at. It's just a beautiful car. I mean, the trimmings are really nice. The interior, paneling is very nice. This is the piano wood interior trim, so it's got that kind of black wood look with the aluminum accents. It's got the LED headlights. I mean, fully loaded. This car pretty much has every feature you can get in a 3 Series. I'm used to selling the older stuff, so when I see the older 3 Series, which are beautiful classic Beamers, they're very basic, they're very simple. And then when I get into this thing, it feels like a shrunk down miniature 7 Series, to be honest with you. It still handles really good. It doesn't handle as well as the older BMWs, mostly because, the car's gotten a little bigger, a little chubbier. But performance-wise, this thing will spank an E46 M3 all day at the track. Stock for stock, this thing will smoke it. Stock for stock, this thing will smoke an E92 M3. I had a 2008 E92 M3 with the V8 engine with a 6-speed manual, and it was fast, but you really had to get it high up in the RPM band because it redlined at like 8,200 RPM. This thing redlines at 6,500, almost 7,000. Driving characteristics wise, you know how some turbo cars, you step on it, it has a ton of torque at the low end, and then as the RPMs get higher up in the range, it starts to kind of peter out. Like there's nothing at the top end. This car does not have that problem. This car makes power all the way to redline. So I was really disappointed when I originally heard that BMW was ditching their dual clutch DCT transmission in the M5 and the M3, and they were going to go with the ZF 8-speed automatic. And I'm like, what the hell? That's a normal automatic that's in any other regular BMW and Jaguar and a lot of other Mercedes for that matter. So I was really let down, but then when I got this car with this ZF automatic 8-speed, I understand, because it shifts stupid fast. This is one of the very few automatic transmissions I actually enjoy using the paddle shifters on. With the ZF 8-speed automatic, you're getting the best of both worlds, because you're getting a really nice, smooth 8-speed automatic transmission, but you're also getting to use the paddle shifters, and it's like instant. I think this automatic transmission is sick. It really shifts fast. It's super fun to drive. Has electronic power steering. Some people don't like that. To be honest, if it's tuned right, I like it. Would I rather it be a hydraulic system? I don't know. I really don't know. I mean, this is that good that it's not like Audis, right? I mean, Audis, in the parking lot, you can literally turn the wheel with your finger. And then when you get on the interstate, it becomes like super stiff, which is nice. I like that. But in a performance car, I kind of prefer to have more of a neutral all-around feel. On this vehicle, it actually is a lot more toned down. You feel the vibrations in the road. You feel the steering wheel. It's nicely weighted. It's not overboard. And I feel like in this BMW, they really did a good job with that. It's really just a nice steering car. It's a nice handling car. Suspension's good. You can change the modes. I don't know if it actually stiffens the suspension. It doesn't feel like it does, I'll put it to you that way. The car just has a nice stiff suspension no matter no matter what setting you're in. But it's got sport mode. It takes off the traction control or puts it in partial traction control. Then you can do Sport Plus. That totally kills the traction control, which is pretty cool. It has Eco Pro mode, which I recommend not using unless you really want to try to eke out the most mile per gallons that you can, because it'll actually disengage the transmission when you let off the gas, and you literally are just coasting down the road, which is great, and it's super fuel efficient, but it just drives crazy. It hesitates. It's trying to hunt for the highest gear it can find. It's unbelievable how good technology has come, and BMW really has done a lot of impressive work around the fuel economy of their cars. It's quite astonishing, to be honest with you. You know, funny enough, Cadillac has actually done a lot in recent years as far as revamping their sedan chassis and making it a lot more performance oriented. I think kind of like refreshing the brand. And I will say that even the new CTS V Sport, say like 2015 and up CTS V Sport, those cars handle phenomenally, and they got that magnetic ride control or whatever it is, the Magna Ride or whatever they call that. Their suspension setup is killer. It is killer, and it dominates this car. I mean, a new CTS V Sport will just slap this thing around all day long when it comes to the handling department. But as far as just overall refinement, aggressive look, performance characteristics, power, how this car puts the power down, it's really hard to beat. I mean, it's a 3 Series. It feels like a miniature 7 Series on steroids. So it's really a beautiful car, and I mean, highly recommended. Just wait for them to get, a few years old and drop the prices, because I know brand new, I think this thing is like $65,000. I think personally I would wait a few years, let the prices come down, and then go find one. It's a one owner. But I can't say enough about this car. It's just a phenomenal car. It's fast, man. This thing is like shocking. It's stupidly fast, let alone putting a tune on it. Then you can put, 380 horsepower to the wheels. All right, guys, this is my little real world review of the 2017 BMW 340i. Highly recommended. Find one used. Maybe even buy one from me. So, all right, guys. Until next time. See ya.